My name is Believe and this is Agri-Riches. Today I am here with the Eastern Regional Minister, Honorable Seth Acheampong, and he's here in the premises of Tiast Group. So we'd want to find out from him his thoughts with regard to the agri sector and his personal life as well. So join me as we do so. Honorable Seth, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope everything is well.
I'm good.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So since you resumed office, that is since you were appointed in 2021 as the regional minister, how has your term of office been so far?
First and foremost, I'm grateful to the Almighty God for out of the many citizens and children of the region, He touched the heart of the president to put me there as his number one subordinate in the region to serve in his capacity as a regional minister. I am so glad. It's been quite an interesting learning curve. I got into office in last year, March 2021, and so barely a year in office. We just ended April, so a year and a month. We've seen a lot. Things we've been learning about are quite interesting. For us, the backbone to our regional economy is agriculture. So, being an agrarian economy, that is where we can derive a lot of potential for our economy. So, what I came to meet, very encouraging, very promising, and moving on, that is how we're going to run and drive ourselves. The energies which drives us is agri.
Just as he said, agriculture is the backbone of the country. Now, as a regional minister of the country who has agriculture as its backbone, what are the plans or what are the projects you are embarking on with regards to the agri sector?
Thank you very much. Last year, we held what we call our satellite market in the region. We have 33 municipal and district assemblies in the region, and we charged each and every assembly to adopt one product, a commodity, and develop by adding value so that we would all begin to see the potential of the various agri-produce in the region. Fortunately, all the regions pursued the directive, and somewhere in August, we had our first satellite market fair, which every assembly came and demonstrated the various products they have developed in respect of value chain on the agri-produce that they work in their respective assemblies. To us, it is a beginning positive step. His Excellency the President of the Republic, as part of his maiden statement to the country, talked about planting for food and jobs. Unemployment is a major challenge in this economy. And so at our regional level, to be able to reduce the numbers, we should encourage this value addition processes so that together we'll be able to bring our strength and tie it up with the general management of the economy of our beautiful republic. And so these are the objectives. How do we contribute our quota in nation building? And so we look at ourselves, we identify our strength, and then we just develop that potential and make sure that it becomes something of value. In fact, we place a lot of premium on agri when it comes to the Eastern region. So we go through several agri-produces. One commodity that runs through several assemblies, and they've all packaged it indifferently, is the cassava plant, out of which you're able to have some end products like gari, which is a staple, a common staple in this country that we all eat from. You would have some are thinking of processing starch, some are also thinking of value addition in terms of its waste by directing them into developing manure, some compost, which becomes useful at the end of the day. So by value addition, we realize that there's a whole value chain that we would want to develop out of this plant. Not just only cassava, we have what we call taro. And taro is also a tuber, just like cassava. And we're trying to also add value to taro to the extent that we've even developed a smoothie with taro. A tuber, developing a smoothie from a tuber, you can imagine the thinking and the amount of work that has gone into it. So we're making all these things so that by extending the services, we're able to bring in more people in line of production, and that also helps reduce unemployment. So we're tackling this program with all the seriousness. We're going to repeat the second satellite market show this year. We're hoping to invite you to come and participate.
That's fantastic. So you made mention of cassava production, you made mention of the taro processing as well. So with regards to the Eastern region, just as you're talking about the program that you have already put into action, how is the Eastern region faring with regard to the agri sector currently?
We're doing very well. One of the challenges we went through is with illegal mining activity, which is where cocoa farms, which is a major cash crop of Ghana, and the Eastern region is not left out. We grow a lot of cocoa and coffee. And illegal mining activities are hurting the growth of the sector. So we have waged what you call Operation Halt. And it is ensuring that where we have crops that are cash crops, that brings revenue to this country, we ring fence them and protect them. And so we use state machinery to protect them. So our vision is to make sure that we reduce to the barest minimum effects of illegal works affecting livelihood, by extension, the very staples all of us enjoy from our food. Because the more illegal miners devastate our lands, the less lands we get to farm on, to plant on. And so we would want to continue to remain a very respected and prominent agrarian economy. So our objective is to safeguard the land, protect the land, so we do not lose our monies, because it is the asset of the people in whose trust the government is holding that vested land. The custodians are traditional authorities. And so these are some of the things that we, from our standpoint, are making sure we safeguard. Public safety is important to us because the strength and the most secure asset of every state is their people. Once your people are together and they understand the vision, they also have a buy-in, then your vision sells. So we go through various fora and conversations. Periodically, the agric sector brings all agric extension officers, district officers, to the center for us to do some own assessment within the region, do a review of our performance, our targets we set at the outset of the year, do some mid-year reviews to see if what we did in the first half of the year, we achieved the set target. Because some of the challenges which we used to go through was to provide inputs. So the people who manage the input sector, that inputs I mean fertilizers and other agri inputs that facilitate the works of farmers, they are also a very relevant group who help to facilitate the productivity cycle of the agri value addition sector. And so you seek their interest, make sure they also are sorted. Land tenure management is one concern. Besides illegal activity, land tenure management, disputes within clans, between chiefs and between head of families, it also affects productivity. So we do our best as part of the Regional Security Committee to ensure we engage proactively our custodians, our chiefs, so that they who are custodians, when they back us up, we are energized and we are strong to be able to do what is expected of us to do. So it is a whole concept of growth that we have put strategically to see how we can increase agric productivity in the region, because it is the only sector where you can have enough non-skilled personnel contribute informally to the national economy, and it is the easiest that our people can identify with. So we focus primarily on agric and then hammer on value addition, because the traditional crops of plantain, cassava, maize, then to the other root crops, the tubers that we grow, all of them, you require some level of standardization that will help everybody realize that when I fetched my produce from the farm, I went through these processes to ensure that it ended up well. So we follow and pursue that. Thank you.
So that was the Eastern Regional Minister, Honorable Seth Acheampong, and it's been a pleasure having him in the house. That is Tiast Group. Say thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure as well, and thank you for hosting me.
So until next time, it's a bye-bye.